Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, 2020. It is a wonderful Wednesday morning, and my name is Shelly Lipe. I come to you as a John Maxwell team member and a co-owner of Be Rutless, and I am going to discuss today a little bit of our workshop that we went over last night. We started studying the John Maxwell, the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. And our first workshop was last night. Now, it was supposed to have been last Thursday, but the power failure happened right in the middle of the class, so we had to postpone it. And we made it up last night, and we went over chapter 1. It was the Law of Intentional Growth. I love this law because it teaches us the Law of Intentionality is you've got to have a growth plan. You've got to grow on purpose. You can't just let the life happen to you and School of Hard Knocks hit you upside the head. And John does a wonderful job of teaching us that you got to know who you are in order to grow. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. But John gives us 8 growth gap traps. I'd love for y'all to say that like 3 times fast. Growth gap traps. To me, they're the mistake traps is what I call them. And he gives us 8 of them. And we're going to discuss 2 kind of in depth today. The 8 are the assumption gap. I assume that I will automatically grow. The knowledge gap, I don't know how to grow. The timing gap, it's not the right time to grow. The mistake gap, I'm afraid of making a mistake. The perfection gap, I have to find the best way before I grow. The inspiration gap, I don't feel like doing it. The comparison gap, others are better than me. I better not. And the expectation gap, I thought it would be easier than this. So those are the 8 growth gap traps that John teaches us in chapter 1 of the Law of Intentionality. But we're going to go over 2 that hit home for our workshop last night. And the 2 that I'm going to speak about is really toe stompers for me as well. And the first one is the number 3, the timing gap. That is, it's not the right time to start. Whether it be, you want to get healthier, you want to grow, you want to lead, you want to teach a class, you want to start a new job, whatever it is that you are facing right then, and you catch yourself saying, oh, I'll do it when the kids go to school, I'll do it when the kids graduate, I'll do it when my finances get better, I'll do it when things slow down at work. If you catch yourself saying that, then that means you're in the timing gap, and you need to be real careful because the next thing you know, you're either not going to do it because the timing is never right, or the timing is going to be, you're not going to do it as well when the timing does finally come around to you. So the only time you have is right now, this moment in time, right now. So you want to take action. You don't want to wait until the timing is just perfect because the timing is never going to be perfect for that. So be aware, make sure you're not catching yourself saying that, and just go ahead and just take action now. You might have to figure some ways out. You might have to not watch Netflix as much. You might have to, get up an hour earlier. There might be some sacrifice to your timing gap, but that goes back to a couple of other things. So the time is now to do it. Do not wait any longer. And the next one is the perfection gap. That one is a big one for me. I think everything has to be perfect before I start anything. For instance, last night teaching the workshop, normally I would think I would have to learn all 15 laws inside and out, word for word, have this book memorized. Take me 6 months to do it before I actually stepped foot. And all that is you not wanting to get out of your comfort zone. That's just an excuse. You don't have to have the perfect business plan. You don't have to have the perfect weight loss program. You know what has to be done. It's less calories, more movement. You don't have to have a gym membership. Things don't have to be perfect before you start. You don't have to use that excuse. And I think we all fall victim to that. I know I do. I'm very guilty of thinking everything has to be in a perfect place before I can begin a project. I'm an all or nothing type of person. That's who I am. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier, is knowing who you are and knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses will help you grow. And I can help with that. I am now a DISC behavioral trainer. So if you're interested in doing a DISC assessment, I can help with that. You just need to send me a message, and we can get that started. It's really an awesome tool to teach you your strengths and weaknesses, and are you a communicator like me? I found out I'm not a very well communicator, so that's something that I'm going to be working on. Who do you work well with? It teaches you that. It teaches you how to communicate with my husband is a high C, and it teaches me how to communicate better with him, and that's something that I'm learning right now. That is an awesome tool to help, even as a parenting. You'll learn how to pick up those traits. So if you're interested in that, definitely shoot me a message, email me. You can email me at info@brutledge.com, or you can send me a message through Facebook, Shelley Lipe, Lipe, P as in Paul. I'm on there as well, or you can go to our Be Rutledge pages and send me a message through that. So several ways you can get a hold of me on that. Again, we have a class tomorrow night at 7 p.m. where we'll be going over Chapter 5, the Law of Consistency. I love this chapter. I think it's going to stomp on some toes as well. So we did Law of Intentionality last night, and we're to play catch up, and then Thursday night, tomorrow night, 7 p.m., we're going to be going over Law of Consistency. So if you're interested in joining the workshop, I would love to have you there. Right now there's about 5 to 7 of us. So we got plenty of room. You don't have to have the book. I recommend you getting the book, but you don't have to have the book. It is a complimentary course. And just send me a message and I'll send you a Zoom link, and we can get you in, and you can join us in Law of Consistency. So I hope y'all have a wonderful Wednesday. I know I am, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Y'all have a great day.